here, Orlando, Florida. My boy Lisaldo just flew in. Literally, when you get here? Like an hour ago, right?
Yeah, I think I landed like around 10 o'clock. I landed like around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, he literally just flew in to sit down to drop some major heat for y'all. So if y'all listening to this right now, y'all don't have your pen and paper out ready to take notes. Y'all about to fumble a major bag.
Bro, y'all definitely want from a major bag. Y'all ain't taking no notes on this one.
Facts, 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 facts. So Lou, they might be some people who live under a rock or something who don't know who you are, bro. You wanna introduce yourself real quick, King?
Yeah, so I go by the name of Lisaldo Tavarez, a.k.a. Mr. Teacup, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. The reason why they call me Mr. Teacup is because I trade in the Forex market, and I came up with a strategy called the Teacup Strategy, and that's how I got my name via my strategy. So yeah, I've been out here just and I do some motivational speaking. My story is very motivational, inspiring. So if you don't know who I am after this podcast, you're gonna definitely get to know me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm glad you mentioned that, bro. I'm glad you mentioned your story, bro, because I know a little bit of your story. But it's crazy. We was on the drive over here, and I didn't even really want to ask in detail about some of the stuff you was telling me because I wanted to save it for here, so I could be just as surprised as everybody else.
Yeah. so no, and it's funny that we're in Orlando because my story really, you have two parts of your life. So I have the first half of my life, which is regular life. The second half of my life really started here in Orlando when I was sleeping on my aunt's couch out here. I was basically homeless. I got into some everybody has bad times, some rough times, and it's crazy because every time I come here, it makes me think of those times when I was here in Orlando, on my aunt's couch. And so like I said, I was on my aunt's couch for like almost 2 years, living on a couch, had nothing going for me. And then, I found this platform which was called Forex, trading in the market, and that literally just changed my life. And that's why I'm here today, a multi-millionaire because of learning how to trade in the platform. So yeah, it's a crazy story, man. I went through it, sleeping on buses, taking showers at LA Fitness.
How old were you at the time?
I was 35, which is crazy.
35?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go through this. I feel like people, if they're in their 20s, they can probably go through something like this. But when you 35, after you've lived a good life, always made money, and then have a time where you stop making money.
Yeah.
That's what you call a midlife crisis. I think that's what they meant when they said midlife crisis.
Nah,
that was definitely a midlife crisis. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I was 35.
That's crazy because a lot of that's actually crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know you was 35. That's crazy, not because of the age, but because I feel like there's a lot of people out there, once they start getting to their late 20s, they be like, oh, I'm too old to do that. I'm too old to start making chicken. I'm too old to start a business.
No, there's no age limit. I'm getting rich.
That's like that's
no age limit. If you really look at it, most people that become billionaires have become billionaires after their 50s.
Yeah.
Most people that become millionaires have become millionaires after their 40s. Like if you look at these people, those big higher up people, everybody knows their names, like Bill Gates, the guy from Apple. Everybody, they've made their money after 40 years old. So there's no age limit. You can start. You can start today. It's just the point of you starting. That's the most important thing is that you actually start. Most people don't start, because they give themselves an excuse. But as long as you start, whether you're 28, 35, 45, 50, doesn't even matter because there's no age limit on getting rich.
So take us back, bro. I know you said that, and I know you're from New York, right? I know you said at 35 is when you was kind of going through it, but before that, you was making chicken.
Yeah. I was about, man. Everybody knew me as Get Money Lou. You know what I'm saying? I was always getting money. I always had the nice cars, nice clothes. At that time, I was in the street, but I always had a good job. So, I was making money every way. So it wasn't like I just had a bad couple of years of my life.
Yeah.
But before that, I had the nice crib in Long Island. Had brand new cars every 2 years. I remember when I took out that Range Rover, and I was like, because I was, everybody has that car.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And that was my car. Like, I wanted it because of Jay-Z. I was like, I gotta get a Range one day. And when I took out that Range, man, for the second day I had that Range, I went to La Marina. You remember La Marina? Up there in the Heights.
Yeah.
I went up there, boy, that shit was crazy. But yeah, I was always getting money. I was always due to have money. I just had a bad couple of years in my life, but I was always getting money. It wasn't like, I was getting money. Not the money I'm getting now, but I was getting money.
you was good.
But I was getting money. I was living good. You know what I'm saying? I was living good.
So what happened that you think, like, what happened that brought on those
Bad times.
Those bad times. You think it was like what you think it was?
So what happened was I had lost my March 14th, 2013. I remember going into my job and they said, "Yo, listen, we lost the contract, right? Because I used to what I used to do in New York City was I used to paint the gas lines for the gas company. So let's say you're gonna do some construction.
Yeah.
Before you break the ground, I gotta let you know. Listen, the gas line's here and the electric line is here, so you don't blow up a house and you don't get electrocuted and die while you digging with the backhoe. So that was my job. It was a stressful job, but I was making 6 figures for like 10 years. And then that day, I went into the office to pick up some paint, so I go paint the street. And the supervisor said, "Listen, we lost the contract." So I was like, "Okay, so we're gonna have to go to another company." He was like, "Yeah, but this other company trying to pay you like 40 grand a year." And my lifestyle was at 120.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yo, I can't afford an $80,000 pay cut." But I remember that day like it was yesterday. The guy said, "Listen," the guy at the next company was like, "Well, listen, you either take it or you leave it. If you don't do it, we'll find somebody else."
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, I said, "Yo, I don't ever want to work for nobody ever again. Because if that's how they treat you, you know what I'm saying, after me putting in 10, 11 years, I was like, nah, man, I'm good." And then what happened was I got into Orlando. It's fun. And you know what's funny? Orlando was like probably the worst times because I had got into a company. I bought a debt collection company. You know, people, when you own credit cards, you know, stuff like that. I bought a debt collection company here in Orlando in 2013. And like 3 months later, I spent mad bread on that, and the company folded. Then
You said that was 2013.
2013.
That's crazy.
2013.
I was going to the military at that time.
As a matter of fact, you know what's so funny? I have a picture on my phone with Paul George of the Clippers.
Yeah.
So that night I was celebrating me closing that deal here in Orlando. So I went out to the club, and the Indiana Pacers were playing the Magic, I guess, the next day or something. And so he was at the club. I took pictures with him. So then 3 months later that company folded. I wasted like $150. Then I was in the hookah business early. I had hookah pens called Hookah Lou. Yo, no, in New York City, the design was crazy. Everything was crazy. I was the first one really up on hookah like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I was too early in the game.
Too early.
I was too early in the game. I was probably 2 years too early in the hookah game. But I'm gonna show you a picture when we get out of it. And it said Hookah Lou had different flavors. It was lit. It was lit, but I was too early, so I lost some money there. So I lost all my money in those two businesses.
Jeez.
Then the money.
You Dominican?
Yeah, I'm Dominican.
Of course, you have a hookah spot.
Yeah. So then right there, me and my kids' mothers broke up. So I went and lived with my mom's in Queens, but she had Section 8, so she was like, "Yo, you can't stay there that long." So I was like, "Damn, I have nowhere to stay." She's like, "Look, go to your aunt's house. You know, she'll let you stay there for a bit." So that's how I moved down here.
Yeah. Because
my whole family ended up moving from New York down here besides my mother.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. Yo, you know what's crazy, bro? I don't know if Orlando is just a thing for this, bro, but you like the 5th person I met that did that collection out here in Orlando, bro.
Yeah, I did. I think it's like a big thing.
I think it's a thing out here. Yeah, that collection and the
travel.
The vacation.
The vacation.
Yeah,
the
bro.
vacation. The time shit's it.
Yeah, do people come down here specifically for that?
It just so happens like that's probably one of the popular businesses, especially the timeshare vacation things. That's probably one of the most popular businesses out here in Florida. Yeah.
Bro, I just started realizing that this week. You the 5th person this week that told me they did. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
No, for real. That collection company, man, I don't know why I got into that, but you know, I was young and I think I got into it because being that I lost the job, I was trying to figure out how I could replace the income.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes you make bad decisions because you know you're under pressure, your judgment is off. So I made a bad decision, and I got into that company, and I had a fit. I was like, man, I should have put $150,000 into this, and I should have went with my gut. But I was like under pressure. I was like, man, I gotta replace my income. What am I gonna do? So that you know, I messed up with that one.
So that was 2013, right?
2013.
So then, when did things start making that turn for the better for you?
2017. March 2017. March 2017. I started actually making money trading. I was learning how to trade, but I ain't make no money. I was just losing my money.
Yeah.
And one day to another, March in 2017, everything clicked, and then like I just started making money, and then I was making more money. I was like, okay, I can do this for real.
Like actually trading though, you was making money actually.
Just trading. I was doing nothing but trading. And then finally, that August, 17th of March of 2017. I finally got an apartment. Like after like they've sleeping on couches forever, I was able because of trading money getting my own place.
That's the one you got in Atlanta right now, right?
Yeah, I got a 1-bedroom penthouse. Now I'm in a 2-bedroom penthouse in the same building, same floor. But yeah, that's where I got that place.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see the building. It's too hot in Atlanta right now. So.
That was crazy.
You know what's crazy, bro? You the third person. I've done three podcasts in the last 3 weeks, bro. You the third person that said they started making chicken 2017, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something in the air in 2017. But 2017,
that's when I started my business too.
2017, you know, I wasn't making crazy money, but I was making money to be above water.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I wasn't making crazy money, but I was able to support myself. Something that I wasn't able to do 2015, ending 2014, whole 2015, whole 2016. I wasn't able to support myself. So 2017, I wasn't making crazy money, but I was making money I could able to support myself.
Yeah, 2017, November 2017 is when I started my business.
Okay.
I started making money. So you like that? It's crazy. Like the third person.
Stars were aligned.
Apparently, even it's great. I did the interview last week with PTG. They started their business 2017.
Yeah, 2017 was a good year for turnarounds, man.
Yeah, for New Yorkers,
especially
apparently. For New Yorkers, apparently.
Especially New Yorkers, man.
So 2017, you start making some chicken above water. Things are getting good. When did things start like really picking up? Like
2019 was the year. 2019 was my year where it went from being good to being great. I had the app out. on the platform with the company I'm with, and that was the year. That was the year that I made my first M. And it was so funny because at the end of 2019, I had such a good year that I was like, yo, you know what? I don't want 2019 to leave. Because I was like, yo, I don't know how 2020 was gonna. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, I remember December 31st. I was kind of stressed because I was like, damn. I had a great 2019. I don't want this shit to leave because I feel like that was it. That was my year. You know what I'm saying? That's the most money I ever made. And December 31st, I was like, man, I was feeling sad because I was like, I don't know. I didn't want 2019 to leave.
Nah, I feel you.
But yeah, 2019 was the break. That was my breakout year. That definitely was. 2018, I was getting better. I was moving around a little bit, but I wasn't. I made 6 figures that year, but nothing crazy. But I was moving around. 2019,
forget about it.
That's true. It was 2019. 2019 was my year.
That's dope. What you think was what would you think was the X factor? Like, what you think changed that it just really that really made that year?
I just think everything came together.
All the work that you put in had finally caught up.
I feel like everybody has a time in their life where everything just clicks. Like you hot. You touch everything is. You touch this to make money, you're gonna make money. Whatever you do at that time, you're gonna win. You're gonna make money. In 2019, like everything came together. My app was out. I was making money trading. I was building the business. I was getting into businesses. I was getting a lot of business offers, and everything I was touching in 2019, like everything was just winning. So I just think it was just for all those years that I was doing bad. 2019 was like, yo, here.
I got you. Yeah. I got you.
You going? This is your year.
They go back to that quote too, where it's like people like, yo, it took me 10 years to be an overnight success.
Yeah, this is the one quote I always say. I say this, listen, great things happen over time, not overnight, and that's what people have to understand that in anything in life, it's not gonna happen overnight. Over time, if you're consistent and you keep at it, it's gonna happen. But people nowadays, because of social media, they want instant gratification. They want results fast. Yeah. They want to seem like they popping and they lit, and that stops them from actually putting in the work and understand that, you can get there, but don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20.
Yeah.
Like they could look at your life and be like, oh, I want to get to where he's at, but they don't know what you was doing 2015, 2016, 2017. They just
going through it.
Yeah, they just look at you right now. So they're gonna compare their chapter 1 to your chapter 20 because they see your life, not knowing that it took you steps and it took you time. But most people don't got the patience, I think. You know what I'm saying?
And I think right now we're in a very, how would I say, like microwavable era.
Oh,
where everything is instant, right? We want food, we just ordered food, just like that. We didn't have to get dressed, we didn't have to go out, and I feel like that subconsciously tells your brain that we need something right now. We need something right now.
Which is a gift and a curse.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that it's a gift and a curse, but I feel like people like you grew up in a different era. You grew up before technology really came fully.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody about the other day. Think about this. These kids now don't know what it is to live without a cell phone.
Yeah, literally.
We didn't until the age of 17 is to when I grew up is when the first cell phone came out, which was an Ericsson. It was like an Ericsson. It was just like some regular. It wasn't big, but it was a little Ericsson. I was 17 years old. These kids nowadays, when they 2-3 years old, they're playing with phones. So by the time they're 10, 11, the parents giving them phones. So when they go to school, whatever. So they don't even know what it is to live without a phone.
That's a fact.
They don't know what it is to, you know what? You like a girl. Let's say you in school and you like a girl. You know, and it's Friday. You're not seeing her till Monday. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you're not seeing her till Monday.
Or you had to call after 9 p.m. when your minutes was free.
No, not even that. Not even that, because that's the beginning of the cell phone. But I'm talking about without no cell phone. So let's say my freshman year of high school, you might like a girl. Yo, hey, goodbye. Friday was really goodbye until Monday. Because, right? Unless you had a house phone number, and then, you know, sometimes you call that house phone, the father pick it up, so you're not even gonna try to ask for his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So you like hanging up constantly until she pick up. Hopefully she pick up. So that's how we was living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even now, even with situations when you have problems with people, you will have to see them when you see them around. Now because of social media, everything, you can kind of like. But back in the days, if I had a problem with you, you know what I'm saying, you lived in another neighborhood, unless we run into each other at school in the park, we're going to settle it there. But besides that, we ain't going to see each other.
I'll see you when I see you.
I'll see you when I see you. And that's how it was with. So imagine, think about this. Imagine the last week of school. You actually like a girl likes you. But it's the last week of school. You ain't seeing her the whole summer until school comes back. You're thinking about that girl for 3 months. Damn, I can't wait for school to come back, man.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but that's how we grew up.
Nah, it's funny because I'm like, obviously I'm a lot younger than you, but my parents was old school Hispanic, bro. Like to the point, I didn't have, like my mom never wanted me to have a cell phone, bro. I was a freshman, and my mom still didn't want me to have my first cell phone. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll keep it a bug on the podcast. I stole that shit from somebody, bro, because they didn't want to buy me one.
You gotta see it too. Our parents, since they older, this generation that coming in, there's a lot of young parents. So when these kids are 10, 11 years old, these parents aren't that old, so they more, you know.
Their parents are my age, 22, 24, 23.
So they're more likely to give the kids a cell phone. You know, my parents are old school, so they wasn't your parents. But now these parents they grew up in this generation, so they think different. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what? Because how the world is, I gotta give my son and my daughter a cell phone because you know people be running up in schools and shooting. So it's different time. You know what I'm saying? It's a different time that we live in.
I think that it kind of, people who grew up like a little more old school though, I feel like we kind of got a little bit of an advantage, bro. Well, I mean, an advantage and disadvantage just because of the fact that patience, bro, you can't teach that.
No.
Aggressive patience, still being able to maintain the same hunger while knowing it's not going to happen for a minute. That's a skill set all in its own.
Because the thing is, again, it's all because of social media. It's all because, you know, if I can go on social media and portray a lifestyle that you like, and I might be lying, but I can portray it for the moment, you're going to go off by what I give you, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So because of that is why it's like that. Like, if you really think about it, it's really all because of social media.
Yeah.
That's why we have patience, because we understood, like I told you, real talk, if you like somebody, you got to wait a couple of days to see them. If you had a problem, you had to wait to see somebody. So we had to learn how to be patient. These kids nowadays, they don't have to learn how to be patient because they see instant gratification every day on their social media. So they never gonna learn that, how to be patient, like how I learned, and you know, from my era. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. How do you think it was hard for you? Like, cause you said it was like what? You was like probably what, 37 when you started trading?
I was 36.
Was it hard for you to adapt to that kind of lifestyle? Like, you started to make money online with like the technology a hurdle for you? Or not?
Yeah, because I'm still a dinosaur when it comes to technology. Like I know how to use a computer, but I'm not like, you know, like my prime man right here with the camera. He know how to do everything. I just know the basics. So yeah, but you know what it was with me, and I always say this. I've been always blessed that I've never had an ego in life. You know what I'm saying? I've always understood that I can learn from anybody. So these young kids have taught me a lot. That's why pretty much I'm at where I'm at because of these young kids. Because these young kids was the one who told me about trading and you know, the technology and all that stuff. And I humbled myself and I learned. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of older people that get caught up in, well, in my time, but you know what? This ain't your time. And you gotta adjust with the times.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like music. I was having this argument in this group chat with guys I grew up with, they're over 40. And they're like, we were talking about Little Baby, and they were like, oh, he don't make no good music. What you mean? He makes great music. It's just something that you don't want to hear because you want to hear that music with the Timbs on and the hoodie, and nobody want to hear that shit right now.
Because that's not what people live in right now.
Yeah, like I want to hear about getting money because I'm getting money. I don't want to hear about Timbs and having the strap. And no, we want to hear songs that motivate us to get money.
Nah, it's a fact.
These days,
Lil Baby go hard. They're wild.
I told them they still stuck in the
Lil Baby go hard. I was like, Baby.
Y'all still stuck in the 90s because y'all still on back in my day. But this ain't your day. This is a new day.
Nah, that's a fact.
It's a new day. You gotta adjust. And if you don't adjust to the times, you're gonna get left behind.
Facts. They say when it comes to evolution, it's not the strongest species that survives. It's the most adaptable. It's the one that adapted to change the best.
Gotta adapt. It's even like a rapper like Fabulous. The reason why Fabulous has always been relevant is because he's been able to adapt. Like he's not rapping about Timbs and slicing you with a blade.
He rapping about shit that happened last week.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then he's getting these younger cats on his albums, so it's making him relevant with their fan base. That's why a lot of these older rappers don't sell, because
like Nas,
they're only gonna sell to the people that grew up on them. You know what I'm saying? But these new cats, they're like, huh? Who the hell is Nas?
Nah, fuck with Nas. It sucked that his Nas don't sell because I like him. I don't even listen.
But it's
to
not even Nas. It's a
shit.
lot of these older artists because they haven't adjusted with the times. They still want to rap about Timbs and selling drugs on the corner. Nobody want to hear that right now. People getting money. Right now, a lot of people getting money. These young kids are getting money.
Right.
Let's be honest.
It's a pandemic right now.
Let's be honest. These young kids in their 20s are doing way better than what my generation did in their 20s.
I'm 24, bro. I'm 24. Everybody around me is
entrepreneurs.
about my age.
Entrepreneurs.
Bro.
The only thing we had was either a job where you look at, okay, I can hustle because I seen dudes in my neighborhood hustle. But that's all. It was either a hustle or a job. See, now these kids at 20, they got kids selling T-shirts, making millions, just selling. They'll put it writing on a T-shirt, they sell it. So it's been so innovative with these young kids. So you got to be able to learn, humble yourself, and learn from these. That's what I did. Learn from all these young kids.
Yo, I actually had something I wanted to ask you about, bro. Because I know you don't consider yourself like the best trader. You just the best at your strategy.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen? How'd you figure out the whole Teacup shit? I had somebody, cause I remember I posted he was gonna hop on the podcast. Someone's like, yo, ask him about that strategy.
Well, the strategy came out because when I was losing, remember I told I was losing, I make money for a while. Every time I would lose a trade, I would go back to see why I lost. And then I was like, every time I would buy in the market would sell. So I would go in for a buy, the shit was sold, right? I'd be like, damn, what the hell, what am I looking at? And then I started seeing a pattern. And it looked like a cup. But every time it came back around and made a cup, I would enter it to go up, but every time I make the cup, it'll go down. So I was like, yo, this looks like a cup. My aunt used to drink a lot of tea, and that's how the name came about, Teacup. My aunt, before she would go to work, she would always drink like a tea. She would sit down. Spanish people like coffee and tea.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So she would sit down and drink a glass of tea. It looked like a cup, tea, cup, boom, that's the name of the strategy.
Boom, that's what it is now.
Yeah, that's the name of the strategy, and it's crazy because that name, everybody knows me by that name now. Everybody just knows me, Teacup, this and so. Everybody, so that name, it just fit, and that's how the strategy came about.
I think it's funny, bro, because I try to keep my life as simple as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I heard this quote. It said, "Successful people do simple things exceptionally well. Like they don't overcomplicate it. They do the simple shit amazing though, right? And that's one thing that was interesting about you that I thought it was. I think I first met you briefly in 2018 March out in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, what was it? The event?
Yeah, I was out there on accident. I wasn't even out there for the event.
Oh, you was out there.
I was staying at the Rio while I was having the thing. It was crazy, and I knew Ty from back in the day, or whatever. Boom. But it was funny because you were like, "Yo, there's a lot of people who might be better traders than me, but they don't withdraw more than me."
Yeah, because this is the thing. People, when it comes to trading is the funniest thing. Trading is like a soap opera. Like people really be getting mad in their feelings about, oh, he can't trade. This is the thing about this era that I don't like. This era worries too much about other people's pockets.
Facts.
My era, we would just care about what we making.
Facts.
We know you making money, cool, you making money, but we ain't worried about everything else. Okay, you making money, cool. And this, especially when it comes to Forex, oh, you can't trade, or I trade better than you. And I always say, listen, I looked at Forex as a hustle. It's about making money. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I make money, I don't care who's better than me. I just want to make money. And that's how I saw it. You know, I just want to make money. I'm not the best trader. I never said I was. I'm not even close to being the best. But I make money, and that's all I wanted to make was money.
Facts. And it's crazy because a lot of people overcomplicate shit. That, oh, I bet he doesn't know about X, X, and X. Well, I don't gotta know that. I'm still, cause it's the same thing with real estate, bro. I'm not the smartest when it comes to real estate. I just know exactly what I'm doing.
What you trying to do? Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of people out there who know a lot more than real estate than me. They don't make more bread than me though. You know what I'm saying? They overcomplicate it.
You have a plan, and your job is to execute it.
You cut it.
You know what I'm saying? You have a plan, and your job is to execute it. So I think when it comes to anything in life, people overanalyze shit. Like I always say, I always use this scenario. Like you probably had a job, right? That there was somebody in your job that knew everything about your job. They knew the ins and outs, but you do it better than them. Because you know why? While they thinking, you're just doing. You're getting shit done while they're overanalyzing how they're gonna do it. You're already doing it.
That's a fact.
That's the same thing with trading. I'm just doing it. You know, y'all overanalyze everything in the market. You don't know this. I don't know.
You're right. You're right.
And I don't want to know. The thing is, what they don't understand is I don't want to know. I just want to know what I know to make my money and keep it moving. So that's how I was doing with that.
That's a fact. So tell me more about the network marketing side of things, bro. How'd that come about?
Well, you know, I was in network marketing since. We're gonna talk today. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk today. I was in network marketing. I was with a company called Worldventures, right?
I heard about that. That was
the blue side.
You should be here.
Right, and it's funny because today I had posted today 8 years ago today I actually did my first presentation ever. Like I actually went in front of people and did my own presentation, and I was in Worldventures, and so I got into that company, and I liked it. I liked the talking to people, you know, the team aspect, the culture aspect. It was just that company, you know, it wasn't what they said they was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had the BMWs, but most people don't even know that those people were working for those BMWs. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So they won't get repo. They end up getting repo anyway. So like that company was a lot of full of shit. A lot of dudes in those companies were full of shit. In that company, they wasn't living the lifestyle they were portraying. And once I got in and I found out, I was like, yo, I started putting two and two together. I was like, this ain't making no sense.
Yeah, this shit equaling 3 right now.
Yeah, this ain't making no sense. So from there, I went into another company, but the network marketing side, I love it. You know, it's not for everybody. I'll be honest with you, you know, because people always have their perceptions about it. Oh, that's a pyramid scheme, that's a scam, and it's just people are just being misinformed.
Right.
I like it for me because, you know, you can make residual income, and I'm not an artist, you know, so I there's no other way for me to make residual income. So to me, that was a way I can make money while I'm sleeping, and that's why, you know, I got into it, to be honest with you.
To be honest, bro, and I've said this to a few people, never on camera, I think, but if I could go back, bro, like from the beginning, and I knew what I knew now, and I was dead broke, I probably would have started off with network marketing.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you gotta understand what's the worst that can happen. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize this, bro. Like, so when I started my business, bro, I had 30 bands I started with, and I was 20 at the time. So if I go back, I'm like, damn, I could have started with $200.
$200.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this company that I'm in now, I started with $235, and $235 led me to, at least right now, like I'm up like 5 M's off that $235. So it's like low cost, high reward. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, but me, it's something that I'm always gonna do for the rest of my life, because I like speaking to people, I like impacting people, I like to share my story. So it's like I said, it's not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. In fact, one thing I understand, this might be my lane. This might be your lane, so I understand that more than most people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fuck with I got heavy respect for network marketing, because I think that, like I said, if I could go back, I started with that. And the reason is this: not only the money, bro, but there's a lot of skill sets that you learn if you could take somewhere else. Like, let's say you go from network marketing and want to start your own company.
Listen, the thing about network marketing that people don't understand, there's 2 things people don't understand. First and foremost, it's gonna open your mind, right? You're gonna start having a business more of a business mindset and entrepreneurship mindset, right? And the second thing that it does, it gives you access to network. It's called network marketing. But if you take off the marketing, it says network. People don't understand that it's more than just talking to people. It's actually you got access to a network.
Right.
You know, if you take, it's called network marketing. Take out the marketing, network.
And not for nothing, you know how much people make.
Yeah.
Low key, bro. Like if I was, let's say if I was raising money and I know somebody here make 100 bands a month, that's probably the person I'm gonna talk to.
Exactly. So all my opportunities, whether it's been trucking business, the trucking business, or restaurants or real estate, has been through this platform. At the end of the day, it's been through this platform. So it's like, you know, people knock it because they don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's the best platform you could be in. Unless you're gonna be a rapper, I can't rap. My hoop dreams, I was too short, so this was the only way. You know what I'm saying? To me, this was the only way. So it's great for me.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So you did Worldventures.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
So Worldventures, man, like I said, it wasn't paying. Like I remember my first residual check. I was busting my ass for like 2 months, bro. Like, and then the mother of my kids was, you know, she hated it. She would call it that thing. She wouldn't even know.
Oh,
you
doing that thing, yeah.
That thing, right? So I remember one day I said, "Yo, you know what? Let's get a joint account because I'm gonna show you. Show you this thing makes money." So I'm out there. So I had like 60 people on my team, and I thought I was about to get $500 because that's what they said when I saw the presentation.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down there watching the presentation. Then if you have this amount of people, you get $500. I was like, cool. But they gave me $90. The mother of my kids was like, "Yo, well, I thought it was 500. I said, "Nah, let me call customer service. I think they got it wrong. But probably got the names mixed up or something. It's supposed to be 500. What do you mean $90? But I called them like, "Yo, it's $90. And then that's when I left. I said, "Yo, I can't do this." Because the people that were on my team, they thought that the level I was at was a big deal. Because the company made it like it was a big deal.
Yeah, but you was making $90.
So I'm like, damn, you over here killing yourself to get to where I'm at, right? To feel accomplished, and then you get $90. How you think you gonna feel?
So why was it $90?
Because that shit was bullshit. That shit was bullshit. That whole, listen, all them niggas in that blue shit, that Worldventures, them niggas is suckers. Them niggas is bullshitters. They wasn't making the perception. You know, some of them were living good.
Yeah.
But everybody else was broke. Everybody else was broke. So I went to Wake Up Now, and Wake Up Now, I went crazy with it. I got to a level in 7 months where I was making $25,000
a month.
Yeah, and then 1 month to another, the company folded.
That's the shit with them marketing companies. Sometimes if you don't got a solid one,
it folded. Just when I got back up from being down, it folded, and I was like, damn. So I was just like, you know, looking around, seeing what I could do, and then a friend of mine posted some charts on Facebook. And I asked him about it. It was Forex, but I know what Forex was at the time.
On Facebook, that's how true it is. He ain't the same on Instagram. On Facebook. It's on Facebook.
and you know, but again, being that I was in network marketing and I was open minded to anything.
Yeah.
Like just can it make money? So
I'll listen.
I'll listen.
I'll listen.
But network marketing helped my mind to be like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Even if I didn't make money in my first company, or if you don't make money in network marketing, it will open your mind up to thinking like, okay, you know what? Can we make money? Because people ask the wrong question. They always ask how much it's gonna cost me instead of saying how much money can we make.
Facts.
And that's the one thing that I believe in now is like, I ain't gonna ask too many questions. Just can we make money? Show me how we can make money, and I'm all right. I'm in. I'm not gonna ask you a million questions like, yo, I'm in a group chat, right, with niggas from back home, you know. Man, some of them niggas be salty because I'm rich and they not. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I put up something that I was gonna buy in Miami. It was gonna be like a spot, Airbnb spot. Bro, these niggas is asking me 1,000 questions, and I said, yo, hold on. You don't even got the money to do it. So why do you even care what I'm doing with my money? And second of all, why are you giving me investment advice if you never made millions? If I have. So it's like, I'm not going to go to real estate and tell you how to do real estate when you be like, my man, I've been doing this shit for a while and I've been lit off this shit. You don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate people like that.
And they be asking the stupidest questions. Like, yo, how you going to take care of the locks? Bro, I don't give a fuck about the locks, bro. That's a $30 problem, bro. You know, like, it'd be the stupidest questions, bro.
So it be like that, though, man. I'm the type of person that I go off instincts. And listen, if the investment doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
you get the money back. When you're a hustler, you know you're getting the money back.
Bro, that's what people don't understand, man. You gotta take a shot. If you don't take a shot, you're gonna live average. I ain't trying to live average. I wasn't born to be average. And when you see other people living the life you want to live, you gotta take a chance. Fuck it, we fail. What? So what?
I'm gonna have a good ass story after this.
You know how many science tests I failed in my life? I failed bad times. Like, but I still gotta take the next science test.
Nah, it's a fact. Nah, you know what's crazy? I think that when it comes down to it, bro, I think, you know what I do once a month? Once a month, I go out of my way to go do some really lit shit. Like,
just live a little bit.
Yeah, like, I go out and go chill with some people that are way more up than me. Cause then I'd be like, I need this for myself. I need this.
You know, money attracts money, right?
Facts.
So when you start making money, for some reason, those people come into your life. I don't know why it's like that. When you broke, those people don't come into your life. But when you get money, those people find you. You don't find the real talk. You don't find those people. Those people find you. And I've been starting to realize that. So you get in those circles and you start really, it's humbling. Because you gotta understand, right? So these are, to the people that you know, that you grew up with, or people that know you, to them you lit.
Right.
So you like, yeah. But when you get around these people, you like your people's.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
you're on that level now because
I purposely put myself there too because I need to be around that.
And you start being like, yeah, I'm lit, but but these dudes,
Yeah,
this is different. This is a different type of level. You know, and that's why I'm still going to this day as hard as I was when I was on my aunt's couch, because it's like I know there's levels to this type of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got a jet.
Yeah.
And I want a jet. You know what I'm saying? For the amount of times I travel, I want a jet. So I don't got jet money yet. So I can't just, you know what I'm saying? I can't stop. So that's things like that is what keeps me going, like being around those people. And I try to surround myself with those people and be a sponge, because that's the one thing people don't understand. Like, you know, you gotta learn how to be a sponge.
It's an open book test. You look at what they're doing, bro.
Follow what they're doing.
Literally, it's an open book test, bro.
That's what I've been doing the last couple of years.
Like, even with, a lot of people don't know this, but you was actually the person that put me on with the trucks. You were the first person I spoke to about it.
Yeah.
Like, we all 3 trucks later, I was just like, oh, okay, that shit makes bread? Bet.
It's because, listen, the one thing you're gonna always do when you start making money, you're gonna want to make more.
Right.
You're gonna start making money. You want to figure out ways to put your money to work. You want to make more money. So the trucking business is a great business because it's passive. You don't have to do much. And my man Hobby put me onto it. He was the first one that he had a trucking company. He let me put some bread up, and ever since that, it was like, oh man, this is it right here for me. This is another lane that I gotta be in.
Yeah, not for nothing, yo. Making money, like it sounds funny when you put it like this, because people hear it in rap songs, but like making money, like flipping a $10 to 20 is addicting, bro.
Oh no, that becomes something that you just.
It's a feeling.
You're a fiend. You want to just once you start really investing.
Yeah, bro.
Investing.
Like when you really do it.
When you start investing, you start looking at money different. You start being like, man, why am I gonna waste my money here when I could probably just invest in something? So that's just me. You know, I feel like I just like to invest. That's like my hobby.
Yo, so you said. So boom, you on Facebook, you see somebody posted. Who was it? Who was the one?
Oh, my brother Gary Roberts. It's called Rich. He's Rich Off the Net on Instagram.
Oh, I know. I don't know him. I don't know him.
You know who he is.
Actually, matter of fact, I think I met him in Miami with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have met him. I don't know him like that.
Yeah, matter of fact, you pulled up to us.
Yeah.
You pulled up to
Miami.
us. Yeah, Miami. Yeah, him. He was the one who posted the chart. And I said, yo, that shit look crazy, but does it make money? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, what I gotta do? Because that's the thing. I'm just like, whatever, man. You tell me if we can make money, let's make money.
I didn't even know he was in like network marketing when I first met him.
Yeah. He was the one that really got all that stuff started with the Forex wave.
Yeah.
And the network marketing was him.
That's lit.
Yeah. He got that shit started. So I saw it, I said, let's do it.
What year was that?
That was 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was already in the military for 2 years at that point.
I was hurting. I was hurting. So
you know, I actually found out about Forex 2016, and I didn't do like so. I was in the military at the time, and we used to have like a chow hall, right, like the cafeteria basically.
Yeah.
And I was trading stocks at the time. I had just took a stock class, and I had about $5,000 saved up. So I was over here thinking I was fucking Elon Musk making money and shit. I had flipped like this $5,000 into 10,000. So I'm 19 years old. So that $10,000 at 19 years old while you in the military.
That's like $1 million.
I'm up right now. You can't tell me shit either. You can't tell me shit either.
Nah, that's it.
I act like how people acting right now when they got their stimulus check. I was wilding.
$10,000, you feel like you got $1 million.
Yeah. So I'm over here. I'm that nigga right now in the military. All right, and y'all not telling me shit. So I'm over here at the chow hall, over here educating people. Like, yeah, you see, and I bought this one because. And then some dude come. And he's like, yo, you ever heard about Forex? And I was like, nah. Stocks, nigga. Like, this is it right here. So he starts showing me he made chicken. So I'm like, oh, I'm listening. He showed me he was trading Nadex, which later I found out is actually binary. But he was making chicken. And this is the crazy part. So Ty's my man. I grew up with Ty. I knew him since I was 10 years old. And so I had called him because at the time he was telling me about some shit that he was trying to make chicken. He was asking me about stocks. So I called him. I'm like, yo, check out this shit called Nadex. And this was 2016. So after that, I ain't talked to him for a minute. I went on a deployment. I was gone for like a year. I came back, and March 2018.
Ty's doing Forex.
I'm in Vegas, and he's like, "Yo, you in Vegas? There's an event happening at the Rio." I'm like, "Yo, I'm staying at the Rio." He's like, "Yeah, come through." I come down. There's a whole fucking convention. And I'm like, "Yo, what is this?" Like, yo, you remember that Forex shit you told me about? Yeah, bro, that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I was like, yeah, that's wild how that shit played out. Because I knew about it and I just never did anything with that shit.
And truth be told, Forex, because of COVID, the pandemic, Forex became where everybody now knows about it, you know?
Yeah.
I think, not everybody, but like, you know.
If you don't know about it, you've heard something.
Our demographic, let's just say this.
Yeah.
Our demographic, which is minorities, they've heard of that. They've heard about it because there was memes about it 2020 or 2020 about Forex. So, you know, you've heard about it now. Now it's out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know somebody that knows somebody that doesn't. Let's just be honest.
Somebody cousin. You know somebody cousin to do that thing.
So it's now, you know, it's relatively in the forefront. But it's the future at the end of the day.
No, 100%.
That and Bitcoins and crypto, that's the future.
What was your first, so after you started making chicken, 2019, boom, shit busting. What was your first big investment?
Well,
not even first big investment. What was your first investment out of your lane? Out of your lane where you're like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna start doing shit in other lanes.
You know, I have people, always have people in the street because where I grew up at, and, you know, so, you know, that was like little, you know, my man, but like, yo, listen, I'm about to go this way, send me something, we're gonna do this and this and that. And those were my plays. You know what I'm saying? Those were my plays. That's how I got my money up. People be thinking like, I want to say this now. So how I really got my money up to invest was those things, those plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man might have a farm. Like, yo, I need to get some stuff for the farm. All right, let me get 50. I sell you 50, you'll be back 100. I was making plays like that all throughout, like starting the middle end of 2018. And then in 2019, those plays was coming back, and then with the app and everything, that's how the $1 million was made. But a lot of my investments came from those plays like that. You know what I'm saying? And getting my money up because people was wondering like, yo, but you just started making. Yeah, but I had, you know, when you got people that do shit, you could make some money, and that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. And I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how you know my plays. I would take that 50 to 100, put that 100 back, 200 to 400, and then 400 to 800.
Right.
And that's how I got up. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I say you gotta save your money, because if you don't save your money,
you don't got you when the play come, you can't run it.
Can't run the play if you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? If you too busy at the Louis store trying to look fly and shit, you trying to spend your money looking fly, that you ain't gonna have the money for when that play, because those plays are gonna come. Those plays are coming.
Especially when you in a circle like you are, somebody gonna mention something one day where you like, oh nah, I need to do that.
Listen, the circles that we in now, we gotta have some money.
Nah, it's a fact. You don't just end up there.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody, because somebody gonna come to you with a play, and you're gonna be tight if you ain't got the money to get in that play, because you know that play gonna work out.
Nah, it's a fact.
So you know that's how that's how my money came up, more than trading, more than everything else was that.
And so I know you started doing them plays. And then how did I know you said the trucking thing came into play. What other things you got going on right now? You know what, that's the thing I fuck with, bro. I think that a lot of people, I think we spoke about this at dinner in Atlanta too. There's a lot of people who are good at what they do. They good They're a good real estate agent. They're a good cameraman. They're a good network marketer, but they not good overall businessmen.
Yeah.
Because if you're a good overall businessman, you take those same concepts and you could bring it into multiple different industries. And there's a lot of people that can't do that.
Yeah, I feel like people don't know how to hustle either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing I know how to do is hustle. I know how to put my money in different things. Like I just didn't want to do one thing. I didn't want to be put in a box. So anything that I do, I learn it. You know what I'm saying? I learn it and then I invest in it. Sometimes I just invest because it's my man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it be my man. You know, he got his business and yo, can you invest in my business? His business been up and running. All right, so but I've always been like that. Like I want to be in every lane. There's money in every lane.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in every lane. I get it. But, you know, you can pick 2 or 3 lanes.
Facts.
Outside of what you really do. Like you do real estate, but you can do trucks. You can do this. And you can pick 2 or 3 more lanes. You ain't got to be in 010. Nobody's saying to be in 010. But you can be in 2 or 3. And I think that's why I have that. Most people don't even have that business mind. They just stuck on what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
And there's different ways to be in a lane, right? Like you could be in your lane. You could be in a lane with your time, and then you could be in a lane with your money. And
I like
you
to
could be in your lane with a partnership.
Yeah, I like to be in a lane with a partnership with money, not me, my time.
Exactly. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way, and that's why a lot of people. I travel a lot. Probably not as much as you, but I travel a lot. I think I've been on 20 flights this year. 21 after tonight. Yes, sir. New York, baby. We outside.
Last year I was on 147 flights.
2019, I was on a buck 20.
Yeah, last year I stood 107 nights in hotels last year. This year I already stood 44 nights in hotels. We're not even just in March.
Yeah, we I took 20 flights this year. But
so, yeah, but you know I'm always on the road.
But you can't. There's the point I'm trying to make. You can't live like this unless you got investments going on.
Yeah.
With your money, not with your time. Because imagine, look how much time, bro. How much time you think we spend in the air? How much time you think we spend getting to where we gotta go? Cause they say if you get like let's say you focus and you get off track, it take your brain 25 minutes to get back to the track you was on. How many times we get off track with all this moving around? You can't live like this unless you got something going on.
Yeah, for sure. You know, again because of what I do, I've been able to meet different contacts and get into different businesses where you know people have their business in different states. So I'm always traveling, but it's fun.
I have a blast.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to take the train to high school, I used to always be like, damn, I wanna have a job one day where I wear a suit and I could go travel for my job. Well, I'm traveling for my own business.
Yeah, with a sweatsuit.
Yeah, with a sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying?
With a sweatsuit.
So, but it's fun in that. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start traveling and you're like, yo, this is how it is, man. What do you think? These big shot callers, they traveling, doing business, you stay at nice hotels, eating at nice restaurants, closing deals. That's what you want to be doing. You want to be on a block all day and.
That's my favorite thing to do. I love going out to a nice fucking dinner. That's my favorite thing. I do that over the club any day. A nice dinner with some nice shit, talking about some business moves.
Yeah, come
that's
on.
That's a vibe right there.
On the water somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's life. You know what I'm saying? Because those are experiences within what you're doing. If you really think about it, like if somebody calls you, yo, Jay, I got a deal. Yo, fly to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna eat here. You in Vegas. You're already in an experience because you're in Vegas. And you're always still talking business.
Facts.
So all that, like, come on, what's better than that?
Not literally nothing, bro.
What's better than that?
It's funny because Will behind the camera, guys. For those of y'all don't know, but Will was actually in college in September. And I said, yo, Will.
Right, you did say you was 22.
I said, yo, Will, fuck college, bro. Just come on, like we just hit the road, bro. And he was like, fuck it.
You just dropped out. What college you was in?
Southern.
Where was that at?
Connecticut.
New Haven.
That's where my restaurant's at. I know you know where my restaurant's at.
Yeah, so he been traveling ever since. And it's not even like that he's traveling, but he's making bread too. But the experiences, bro, like the type of people he be around is not anybody he would have ever met being in college.
No, for
sure. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of caliber of people. Like we talking about people who have global businesses.
Yeah.
People on TV. People on like, and it's crazy because at the end of you look back on it. And you're going to look at it like one day, let's say once things settle down, if you do ever relax, stop traveling, you're going to be like, damn, bro, from that year to that year, we was really doing it.
But you know what's crazy? Like, I believe in this, right? So he's with you traveling around, running around, right? this is what I believe. If people see you enough, and people like you, they'll put you in position.
Right.
So, like, he's meeting people, right? So he does the camera stuff. He's meeting people, and there might be a time where, you know, for a couple of weeks you might not, you know, you just be home chilling, so you might not need the camera running around with you. But now because he's been with you, and everybody thinks he's cool, they'll be like, yo, hold on, bro, you not using your cameraman for like the next 3 weeks? You'll be like, nah, go.
Yeah, nah, that already happens all the time.
See what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's the thing, like, because you're around people, you're around success, and if people like you, gravitate to you, they're gonna always put you in a position to make. But like my driver, when I go to New York City, shout out to Joe. Like, did I really need my driver yesterday? Maybe just to go see my daughters. That's it. That's all I needed him for. But I'm like, it's my guy. I fuck with him. So you know what? Let's go to this event. He's sitting out there for like 5 hours. I'm getting charged, but I don't care because that's my man. He's making money. It's cool because that's my man. So he making money. I'm paying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what's gonna, and that's probably how it in Taylor is what's gonna keep happening. You know what I'm saying?
Not something I have to have a driver when I'm in New York. Shout out to Javier.
Listen, let me tell you something.
New York different. I'm not driving out there. Respectfully, the potholes.
I've gotten a little spoiled with the driver stuff because now when I be touching down cities, I'll be looking for drivers.
New York is different though. I don't know why.
Yeah,
in New York, I can find a driver at any time. Other cities, it'd be a little bit more. I gotta do a little more calling. But
I ain't go for it. Having a driver is beautiful.
Nah, it really is. Every time we in New York, we in a driver. Yeah, no. Every time.
You can be on your phone. You can do what you want. Hey, I gotta go here. I gotta go here. It's a beautiful thing.
Nah, real shit.
It's one of the perks that I don't really spoil myself with things, but you know, because I do live a simple life. It's not like I don't have a car. You know, I'm building a house right now, but I don't really buy myself some sneakers. I'm from that era where your sneakers had to be fly.
The fit start with the sneakers. And everything else.
We ain't care about the clothes. The clothes, yeah, we're gonna make it match, no doubt. It's gonna match, but it's not gonna be no like designer stuff. That's how the era I grew up was. You know, make it match.
Polo.
Yeah, polo, make it match. Tommy Hilfiger, make it match, but the sneakers gotta be. You know, now it's different. It's Louis, all that stuff. Down top Dior. It's not really my thing, but like I like sneakers. I'll buy some, you know, designer sneakers, but my thing is sneakers. So I don't really spoil myself. So for me, that's like my little spoil to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I really have besides businesses? Just spoil myself. I don't have nothing. I got a little jewelry, but I don't have much.
Yeah.
So that driver is like you know what? This is why it's cool to be rich. 'Cause I'm a driver. That's like my own thing to myself. You know what I'm saying? So the driver shit, I love it, man. I love it.
Nah, real shit. That shit. The first time I used it, I'm like, I can't go back to not having one of these. So what's next for you, bro? What you got planned for 2022, 2023, 2024? What's some of the big moves that you really see coming for yourself?
Well, so yeah, I got the restaurant in New Haven over there. I think it's on Crown Street.
What's it called?
Doc's Baja Surf Shop. Food is amazing. Listen, if you ask anybody up there that have gone up there, send your people, trust me, they gonna be like, that food is amazing.
Yeah. Take your ladies there, you heard, gents?
Yeah, take your ladies to my restaurant, for real.
If you don't, somebody else will.
Yes,
and you're gonna be upset.
Jay probably will. Jay probably will. But we're looking into again another restaurant in Atlanta. We're closing on that. So, you know, just more trucks. I just hit Chevron 100 in the company that I'm in.
Facts.
Chevron 100 is like $100,000 a month for building the business. So, you know, I'm just looking into. Well, I'm actually, you know, looking into getting into the cannabis thing. So I'm working on that right now.
I'm working on that one right now too.
Yeah,
we'll talk after this.
So I'm definitely working into something like that. And you know, just like I said, more trucks. You know, another restaurant. Just expanding my portfolio. You know, it's funny. I was with a guy in Chicago. This guy, his real estate portfolio is like $78 million.
Jeez.
He owns 700 units.
That's crazy.
He was telling me about a deal that he has, that he's actually doing. And University of Illinois is like a 450 apartment building on campus. On campus, they want like $66 million for it. So he's about to purchase it, but it was like does like $1 million a month.
That's stupid.
So he was telling me if I wanted in on that. So like you know, things like that. You meet people, man. Because I was out there with Twister. You know, I was running around with Twister, the rapper. So that's his people. So
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was Twista the rapper, if it was just a
Yeah,
I was looking at it. I was like, is that the rapper?
I got pictures of him. I'm just not a person we put up pictures with. He's just a regular person, but yeah, he put me in connect with people, and so I'm gonna probably do more real estate, just make more money, man. Like, I'm really simple, bro. Like, I just like to make money. Whatever can make money, man. You know what I'm saying? Open up more. To me, it's just leaving stuff for my daughters.
Yeah.
So just doing more stuff so I can make sure when they get older, they situated.
They good.
Yeah, they good. You know, they good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost got them at 7 figures each in their bank account. So that's like one of the goals that I have for the rest of this year is to make sure that they have 7 figures in their bank account. So you know, because I always say people be like, oh, this is different because I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be a little cloth talk, some Cali talk right here. You're not a millionaire, okay? You can make $1 million a year.
Yeah.
You can make $1.5 million. You can make $2 million a year. You're not a millionaire unless you have a liquid. I call myself a multi-millionaire because I got a liquid. It's not because I make it. Because anybody can make $1 million. It doesn't mean you're a millionaire. If you have a liquid that you can go out there and touch it, then you're a millionaire. You just make $1 million. It's like you make 6 figures a year.
You don't keep 6 figures a year.
You don't keep 6 figures a year. So you're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with a millionaire. So for my people, when you call yourself a millionaire, make sure you have it. Don't call yourself a millionaire if you don't have it liquid. If you don't have a liquid, then you're not a millionaire. You just make it.
How old your daughters?
They're 11 and 9.
They can say they're millionaires in a few months.
By the end of this year, they'll have 7 figures each. I mean, they pass $500,000 in their bank account. So by the time this year's over, they'll both have $1 million each. They have trucks. The restaurant is theirs. So
all under their name.
Well, it's my name, but I put them so whatever they each got 4 trucks. All that goes to their bank account. Stuff I make from the restaurant goes to their bank account. So you know, I'm setting them up. You know what I'm saying? I don't need much.
Nice.
So I don't really spend money. What am I spending money on? Traveling, I guess, in hotels, stay in nice hotels, but I don't really spend no money.
That's my biggest expense. My biggest expense is travel. Yeah. Like this year, if I look at I was looking at my P&L since the first quarter is about to come to an end. My biggest expense is travel.
Now listen, I go burn down Zara though and H&M. So I'll go to H&M and give me like 30 black T-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what? I've actually been more like that this year because last year I was cashing out. Like I ain't gonna lie.
You was in the stores.
I was in the stores, bro. I was on a yacht every weekend, 42 Class A.
You was living.
I was outside, bro. And this year I've been really like chilling, bro. I've been chilling. Now I've been traveling a lot, but I haven't really been outside like that. Just on my close friends. Nah, let me stop. But nah, I haven't really been outside like that. And I have a lot of I had clothes in New York, I had clothes in Atlanta, and I had clothes in Tampa.
Let me ask you this thing about clothes. Let me ask you a question. Because again, this is something that I used to, from my era. Think about it. If you go buy a Gucci shirt, right?
Yeah.
You spend $500, or you buy a Dior shirt or whatever it is, right? You can only wear it maybe twice the most, right? And in the era that we live in, that people when they wear they're looking fly, they want to take a picture of it, right? They want to put it on Instagram, right? So you're gonna take a picture with that outfit, with the shirt. Now, if next week you take another picture with the shirt, you're like, yo, my man, that's what you could afford. You only could afford one. So to me, it's like, why am I gonna spend $1,000 on a shirt? Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
That's a fact.
Why if I'm only gonna wear it once? Because it's like I can't post it more than once, right? If you want to post, obviously you probably gonna post it. So you only can post it once. Because the second or third time they're gonna be like, yo, my man, that shit wearing out right now. That Dior is losing the D. Like
Dior.
The Dior is losing the D. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you've been wearing that. So it's like, to me, it makes no sense. You know, like, I get these young dudes, they like that shit, I get it, but it makes no sense you spending so much money on clothes when you ain't gonna be able to wear it all the time. So me, I go to H&M, give me like 30 black tees, then I get some color tees that go with my sneakers. And I've been in Zara, so I'll give me some little, you know, a little better t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Some nice sweaters, but yeah, man, I never understood that. You younger than me, so I never understood what was the sense of spending so much money on clothes when you're only gonna wear it once.
So I'll tell you what, look, for me, I'm actually just, I'm 24, bro. I am that person. I'd be copping out like that. Well, I was, but I be spending a lot of time with more older people, right? And like one of my mentors specifically, right? One of my mentors, Rafael Vargas, he be spending chicken. I ain't gonna cap. Shout out to Ralph, bro. Ralph, they call him. We call him the mayor of Mr. Jones, bro. Cause he spent at least like.
Oh, the club in Miami.
Bro, he spent at least.
Man, they be taxing you.
He spent at least 20, 30 a week over there, bro.
They be taxing you.
A week, bro.
Yeah, you wild.
He wildin', but he wear the same shit every day. But he said.
What he wears?
He wear is a black button up with some black jeans and some YSL shoes. It's not the same exact shirt. He just has multiple black shirts with the multiple black jeans. And he said it's because he don't want to think about what he wear every day. He's just going.
Well, that should be a job. You trying to black. Black makes you look skinny anyway. So I'm wearing black every day.
So after I seen that, I tried like. Okay, it was funny because I had so back in, I think it was the end of January, I packed a bag from New York. I was supposed to go to Houston, come back to New York, and then go to Ecuador. And then I left New York, never went back. So for 2 months, bro, I only had all the clothes I left to Houston with. And I was okay with that. And then even Will take my pictures. Will's like, bro, we kind of got pictures in that shirt already, bro. Let's just go to the mall. And I'm like, yo, but I'm kind of cool with this, actually. Like, I don't think I'm cooling, bro.
What was it, a designer shirt?
It was a few designer ones. But then I got some basics. That's why right now I just be wearing, like, for these episodes and stuff, I just wear the plain black. You never know when I shot this episode. I could have shot 5 in one fucking day. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm just, like I said, I'm simple. I keep everything simple. Black, I'll match a color t-shirt with my sneakers, but it's up to me, black every day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy different color Balenciagas. Just like 6-7 different colors, and then just black on black with a different pair every day.
That's it.
Boom, simple but clean.
Yeah, black. Yeah, like that's it. Like, yo, you go to H&M, get you the $5.99. I get 30 of them. I spend what? 30 times 6. Spend $180. You know what I'm saying? But I got 30 black t-shirts.
I go to Jimmy Jazz and I get the pack of polo tees.
Oh, yo, man. I keep it because listen, when you you got a nice watch on, little jewels, everything gonna look nice regardless. This is what they don't understand. Like, you could come with the Louis and all that shit, but I'm coming with a black t-shirt and my jewelry looking nice. I'm still shining.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, listen, just go to H&M, get you some black tees, man. Some white tees. Get you them polo ones if you want. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to upscale, go to Zara. That's what I do.
How you feel about the jewelry? Now I ask you a question. How you feel about the jewelry thing? The entrepreneurs spending bread on jewelry.
Listen, we want to look fly. It's not like we want to be looking like bums. So, just make sure that you got it. Because one thing I don't do, I don't spend money just so people can see I spend money.
Yeah.
I spend money if I want this watch, right? Before I get that watch, I'm gonna price it out, and I have the money, but I'll be like, well, okay, hold on, let me make a play where I'm getting some income coming in to pay for that watch. I always make sure that I invest in something to pay for my liabilities. Because jewelry, you can make, jewelry goes depending on what you get. If you don't get a bust down rollie or something like that, will make money over time. But certain things that you want, if you don't got the money, just get a play to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Get an investment to pay for it, but. Yeah, you want to look fly. I mean, you getting some money, just get real jewelry, first of all. Make sure jewelry got to be real. Don't be coming out with no fake shit.
Right. You got the diamond test on you?
You know what I'm saying? My shit all good. I ain't worried about that. My shit all good. But, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, you want to look fly, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'd rather keep it a buck. I'd rather buy jewelry than clothes.
10 times out the week.
Bro, cause you buy 3 Gucci shirts, 3 bands. You could have got yourself a little tennis bracelet.
Hey, listen,
some nice diamonds.
Bro, Kicks is fire. Some blue black jeans and a black tee. Your fucking jewelry be shining, bro.
Right, that's why I like wearing the black shirts.
Should be shining, bro. And you coming out there, you looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You looking fresh, so you don't need all that. My opinion, you don't need all the Gucci and Louis. But hey, if that's what you like to do, and some kids, like I said, I run with kids that are making $200,000 a month. So yeah, for them buying Gucci Louis is nothing. They can afford that. But there's a lot of people that can't afford it, they be buying it.
Right.
That's the difference. You gotta know, what I'm saying? Stay at your pay rate. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
y'all motherfuckers, we gotta stay at your pay rate, man. Stop trying to compete. You ain't gonna, unless you got 3 or 4 M's in the bank, you're not competing with me. So don't stay at your pay rate. don't try to compete with motherfuckers because you go broke trying to compete with people
who levels above you.
And not even that, you could that when you fucked up, ain't nobody on Instagram gonna pay your bills. So one thing I always say: live within your means, stay at your pay rate. Don't try to do too much, man. Don't try to do too much.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Before we wrap it up, I don't want to have you here too long, bro. What do you think, as of right now? I know you still got a long way to go. What do you think, as of right now, is one of the accomplishments that has made you like the happiest? That you were like, damn, I really did that shit.
Every accomplishment that I have it has a different meaning. I guess the hitting C100.
Yeah.
Because it was something that I was going for since I probably started this industry.
Yeah.
Or actually started in Wake Up Now. When I was in Wake Up Now, that was the rank that I was trying to get to, and I was gonna get there until the company folded in 2015. So end of 14, beginning of 15. So it's something that I've been chasing since that time.
Yeah.
So to accomplish it on Sunday that just passed was like, to me, because it was personal, my biggest accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, my biggest accomplishment overall is just getting out of my situation. Because most people would have folded. Most people, a lot of people don't get, like, a lot of motherfuckers be like, yo, I know if I lose it, I get it back. How have you never lost it? I know it's the niggas be like, yo, I know if I lose it, I know I get it back. But you never lost it, so how would you know? I've lost it 3 times and I had to get it back. So I know if I lose it, I'm going to figure out a way to get it back. But just to be able to be here today, I feel like is my biggest accomplishment, even more than the Chapter 100, because, where I was at 5 years ago was in a dark place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people commit suicide. Some people just go into depression. And I was depressed for a little bit. So just to be here today, to be here with you, just talking shit and living the life that I'm living is the biggest accomplishment because I didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? I never gave up on my dreams, no matter how bad it was, no matter how many people talking shit about me, because let me tell you something, when you fucked up, it's one thing I realized in life, man. When you fucked up, nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to save you. Who's going to save you are your immediate family. Might be your parents, or you might have a brother, sister, but nobody's going to save you. So just being here today, I think that's my biggest accomplishment, is that I'm able to be here today and share my story with you and with the world. And I think that's my biggest accomplishment.
Why do you, matter of fact, I do have one more question now. I was thinking about something. Yeah, right. I was thinking about something while you was talking, because I know a few people who was in the Wake Up Now and stuff like that. They like were hitters, and they go to another company and then like they can never do it again. Why do you think that is, bro? Why do you think some people can't replicate their success twice?
2 things. This shit ain't easy. This shit is not easy to do it. And sometimes people were just lucky. They were at the right place at the right time. Stars were aligned, so they were able to do it. But at the end, your skill will expose you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like if you really have the skill set, then you'll be able to do it. But if you really didn't, you'll get exposed over time. So I feel like a lot of people in Wake Up Now that haven't got to the pinnacle again is because they never really had a skill set. They
caught a wave.
They caught a wave, and they caught the right people that came under their wave, and those people led them to them going up, but they wasn't really skilled at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And over time, you see there's flukes. They were I call them flukes.
I seen a few people out here in Orlando. Matter of fact, bro, one of them, I ain't gonna say no names, but he was making like I think 20 something bands and I think it was Wake Up Now if I'm not mistaken, or it was like Wealth Generators or some shit like that. But now he's a party promoter, and not the lit parties either. The real ghetto ones.
Yeah, because again, everything. Sometimes in life is you could be at the right place at the right time. You could stumble into money. By being at the right place, you could stumble into money.
But you keeping it, that's a whole different story. But you multiplying it, that's a whole different story.
That's why I call myself Hustler of the Year. Because I know I'm going to keep it. I'm going to double it, triple it, quadruple it. Shit, I ain't going back down, guys. One.
And I wasn't gonna mention this, but we about to mention it real quick just to let off with this, let keep the people hyped. You got a book coming out, right?
Yeah, my book is gonna be called How I Hustle. It should be out October. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be giving you like tips and just how to become an entrepreneur, how to make your money, certain things you want to look for. It's gonna be a dope book. I'm coming out with 2 books: How I Hustle and then top of like next year around February or March, I'm gonna come out with my book, from couch to millionaires couch to millionaires. So that's gonna be coming out too.
You ever bought your aunt a new couch?
Yeah. Definitely for sure. But I look out for her always, you know what I'm saying? Because she really took care of me when I needed a place to stay. So, but it's more people in that story that looked out for me. Her son. My mother definitely looked out for me a lot. My father. So it was more. It was just I was sleeping on the couch. But this is why I say though. But people don't understand that when I was getting money, my aunt's kids, when they were living in New York, I was giving them all my Jordans. I was giving them all my hand-me-down clothes, because she was a single mother. So this is why I always say you got to be good to people, because you never know. Like when I was getting money, I took care of mad people. I helped mad people. So in turn, when I was messed up, she said, "Hey, you can come use my couch." Because truth be told, when I was getting money and she was living in New York and I was living in New York, she couldn't. It was just her with 3 kids. She was on welfare. So I was the one giving her kids money, giving them my Jordans and stuff like that. So, life sometimes comes back full circle.
No, it really
That's why you gotta be careful,
how you treat people, bro.
Gotta treat people. That's one thing I do. I treat everybody with the utmost respect. I treat everybody like we equal. I don't never think I'm better than you, because you just don't know when I might have to call you and be like, "Yo, Jay, damn, nigga, I need you to help me get back up." Now, if I was an asshole to you, you're gonna be like, "Nah, man, fuck that nigga." But if I was always cool with you, you'd be, "Nah, Lou, that's my man. I'm gonna get you back up, Lou, because you're a good dude." So I had a good face card with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With my family, because I helped my aunt a lot when she was living in New York. So, she was just like, the least that I could do for all the times that you gave because when you're a kid going to high school and you're wearing booty ass sneakers, you niggas gonna make fun of you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was making sure that they were good. You know what I'm saying? Like they would get my jeans, my clothes, everything. You know what I'm saying? They having any issues in the neighborhood, I was always there because everybody knew me. So at least, for her, the least she could do for me was, and then her sons and her daughter, they will always look out for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta be good to people, man. Especially be good to people, because you never know when you might need their help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
it's a fact, and Will actually got to experience it firsthand, bro. There be certain cities I go to, bro, where people be like, "Yo, you want to use my car? It's yours," because when I done looked out for people. A lot of times, when it's time for them to look out for me, they want to go hard.
Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things I do for people behind the scenes now. I look out for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, "Yo, can you help me out for the rent, do the bag?" I look out. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I would never, I would never expose people, but I do a lot of shit for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I help out a lot of people when I can. So, there's always gonna be haters, right?
Always.
But see, obviously, a hater can't get to me because of all the good things that I do for people. God sees that. So as much as you want me to lose, people probably want you to lose. But if you keep doing good out of your heart, you know what I'm saying? When nobody's there, because I don't do shit for the camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit. I can do a lot of shit for people behind the scenes that people don't know. Even people on my team that I look out with bread and stuff like that. So I do shit for people. So that's why I'm always gonna be blessed. No matter how much you hate on me or somebody can hate on you, as long as you do good, God's gonna protect that hate. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a force field around you because He knows you're a good person. You know what I'm saying? You might be having blessings, but you bless others. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always gonna stay blessed, man. And I get a lot of hate.
I bet.
Oh yeah. Come on, I get a lot of hate.
Even me, bro. I be on live, bro. I be reading some of these comments, bro.
But I don't get hate from people that I met along this journey. I get hate from people that knew me since I was a kid.
I get hate from randoms. I don't even know you.
I'll get hate from people that knew me, because remember, you gotta understand, you knew me. If I know your life, and now you this person, and I'm still here, it's like, but I know him.
Animosity.
It's animosity. You know what I'm saying? It's a little envy, because but I know this guy all my life. You know the old me. You don't know the new me.
Right.
I haven't been around you like that. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we tight, but we cool, but I haven't been around you like that. So it's like you see everybody else showing me love. You're like, I know him, and so it be like that, man. You gotta be careful, man, with this money shit. I ain't gonna lie, this money shit comes a lot of subliminals, a lot of hate. A lot of people, they just don't like the position you're in. To be honest with you,
it's a lot to come with it that a lot of people don't see. That a lot of people don't see behind the scenes. There's a lot of friction that it may bring, bro. But I'll be honest, man. I tell people this all the time, bro. When I prayed for success, I was willing to take anything that came with it.
Listen, I I'd rather beef with a nigga rich than beef with a nigga broke.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But yo, my brother, I appreciate you flying out for this, bro. We about to put this out, bro. This episode about to go top 100 in the world. What's your Instagram, bro?
Mr. Teacup _. Mr. Teacup _.
One last, cause this is the thing, bro. People get on and listen to nuggets all day, right?
Yeah.
But most people do this to be entertained, bro. A lot of people are not gonna take action on this shit.
That's true.
They just get motivated.
Yeah.
Give them something that they can actually take action on. Like, yo, after you leave here, go do this. Like an action step.
Well, number one, the first thing you have to do in anything in life, you have to look in the mirror and see why you're not where you want to be at, right? Because a lot of people are the reason why they're not where they want to be at. You are the reason why you're not where you want to be at in life, right? So the one thing you have to do is you look at your situation right now, look at your life right now, right? And assess everything that's in your life, right? Assess who's negative in your life, who's positive. First thing you got to do before you do anything in life, you got to get rid of the negative people. Before you start to make an action, before you start to make a move, you got to get rid of the negative people in your life. Because those people, they're going to always pull you back. So before you make a move, right? After this episode, before you make a move to take action in what you want to do in life, get rid of the negative people, first and foremost. Second, you got to have a plan. Because everybody wants to get rich, but they don't know how they're going to get rich.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I want to get rich. And you ask them, how are you going to get rich? I don't know. Make a plan. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, wherever you want to get to, make a plan, right? Write it down and then execute that plan, right? Then after that, you got to have a different belief level. You got to every day work on your craft. This is the biggest thing. Every day, even the days that you don't want to work on your craft. You worked on your craft. I've worked on my craft every single day, right? There's days that you're working on your craft isn't going to be productive. You're not going to see nothing out of it. But you might not see nothing right now, but in the long run, all those days that you put in, you know what I'm saying? You're going to work, then later you'll get paid.
Yeah, no, you're planting seeds. You're planting seeds, bro. So they're not going to grow right away.
I'm big on taking action. Whatever you do in life, you must take action. Do not procrastinate. Too many procrastinators out there. I'm going to do it. Right.
Tomorrow. At 5:30 hit. Now I'm gonna start at 6.
So my one thing in life is no excuses, guys. Because at the end of the day, if you want what you want out of life, you have to take action, right? You have to take control of your own life. This is your life. This ain't my life. This ain't Jay's life. This is your life. So if you want success, you have to do the proper things to get success. That means you have to stop bullshitting. Number one, get negative people out of your life. Look in the mirror, because that's the person who's stopping you the most, right? That person is the person that's stopping you the most, the person that you look at the mirror. And every day be consistent. Be consistent with your craft. Every day work on it. Work on bettering yourself. And look, one thing I like to do is people who I wanna like model my life after, I kind of follow what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I follow what they do. So
it's a blueprint.
Yeah, look for somebody that you want to model your life after and see the blueprint that they probably did and just try to copy it in your way, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So that's what y'all should do. As soon as y'all done listening to this, that's what y'all doing.
Look in the mirror, because the mirror is the person that's holding you back from being where you want to be at. That's the first thing. And then get negative people out your life.
That's a fact. Yo, my brother, for real, bro. I really appreciate you coming out, King.
No doubt.
This episode, straight up.